Welcome back, tribe. Have an interesting episode here from Shimon Davis. Says being alone may be the only solution. So interested in what he has to say. Appreciate those that have been recommending the videos. They've been really good lately. Let's get into it.
As bad as I hate to admit it, I think being alone may just be the answer for many of the problems that we face. There's a lot of toxic relationships, friendships, and just things that's been going on. And I think it's best just to separate yourself from it, or at least it's been helping me. A lot of people come into our life and they're only there for transactional reasons. They want something from you, or they like the ability that they can do something to you or get something from you. And when that doesn't occur, they vanish, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We do what we do to survive, right? But I don't like it. And it's not something that I want to be a part of. Friendships and genuine bonds are rare these days because of those reasons.
And what are those reasons underpinned by? It's society, it's the culture, it's the music, it's the movies, it's the shows, it's the messaging on social media in general that young people are getting. Not just young people, but everybody, man. You can see old grandmas or old grandpas super bitter at the opposite sex or other people or society as a whole from, 65 years old down to 18 years old or whatever, 13, the kids on TikTok, all complaining about similar things. And that's just the world we're in, especially post 2020 lockdowns when we found out the system around us is a whole lie. We found out all the governmental agencies we placed our trust in can't be trusted. We found out that we're living in a charade and our paper money is being worth less and less and less. As time goes on, we can't afford groceries like we used to. We can't buy houses anymore, start families anymore. The power of the dollar is crashing and we're being told it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just duck down, work harder and keep it pushing, bro. Figure it out as you go. That's not the world that we're actually living in day to day. There's a disconnect. We're feeling it. And unfortunately, it's rare to meet a genuine person that's able to think critically, think for themselves, and not have their mind warped by all the media that they're consuming. Because you walk around today and probably, 9.5 out of 10 people that you talk to are completely under the spell of the narrative, the messaging, the algorithm that's finely tuned to whatever is pissing them off and the content that they're consuming. That's the issue today. It's hard to meet a genuine person, man or woman, it doesn't matter. It's just everybody's like under a spell of consumption, materialism, hedonism. They're shallow people.
If somebody cannot get what they want from you, then they don't want anything to do with you. But when you give them what they want, they pose as if they are for you. They support you in everything you do. They agree with everything you say until they don't get what they want. And I don't think that's right. It's one thing if you know that and you allow that and you're okay with that. But a lot of people don't realize that. So I want to bring some awareness to it. A lot of us have friends, or we have friends that like to pick on us, or we've seen it. You're in a friend group and there's always somebody that always get picked on. And usually that person that gets picked on never says anything or never stands up for themselves because they don't want to be lonely. They much rather go through bullying and torment so that they don't have to go out there and find new friends, or they don't have to spend time alone. It's much more comfortable to be tortured than to be alone, which is insane. We also have friends that put us down. Everything we do, everything we want to do when it comes to growth and advancement, they laugh at us or they put us down. Oh, you don't need to do that. Oh, you crazy. That's crazy. Ha, ha, ha. You'll never do that. Right?
I remember that post we did, the video yesterday, actually. The video yesterday, if you haven't seen it, it's exactly what he's saying. Surround yourself with weakness. If I asked ChatGPT if he were Satan and he wanted to destroy a man, what he would do, one of the tenets in there, he picked 7 of them, was to surround you with weak people. That'll tell you don't start the business, don't become self-employed, don't go learning these extra classes, don't teach yourself these skills, don't take interest in anything that would help you grow. Come chill with the boys, come have a beer, let's go shoot some hoops, let's go hit on some chicks, let's go partying and get drunk, go to bars and nightclubs. It's weakness. You're surrounded by weak people with the crabs in a bucket mentality that when you try to elevate and become better, they don't want you to, because it shines a light on their shortcomings, their insecurities, that you, somebody so close to them, one of them is rising above the degeneracy and becoming better and improving, makes them feel like less, makes them feel like failures because they're not rising above it. They chose to stay down below at the animal level, the base instincts, dopamine hits now, pleasure now, at the expense of your future. It is what it is, man. You'll learn that as you grow, as you get further in life, that you leave more and more people behind. Natural.
Some of them aren't so direct, but it's all the same energy. It's all the same. But instead of you finding a new friend group or branching off and being by yourself, you stay there because it's much more easier to go through torture than to be alone. We also have friends or people we're connected with that are there for monetary reasons, whether it's money or some form of compensation. You don't speak to them for 3 months, or they don't speak to you in 3 months. The first time you have a conversation, hey, bro, I was wondering if I could get this. Or, hey, bro, I just need a little bit of this. And it's like, damn, you ain't asked me how I was doing. You ain't asked me what was going on in my life. It's all about take, but you never give. And some people do give, but it's just to set up to take. Hey, I'm going to give you $20 so I can ask for $200 next week. Hey, I'm going to give you $200 so I can ask for $1,000 in a month. And people really have these plans. If you think I'm playing, go look it up for yourself. Analyze your friends. Do a few tests. Ask a few people. You'll see. Those are the type of people that we are around. And I'm not saying everybody is around, chumps, but it's just, it is what it is. But when those people don't have that access to you, they turn on you. They don't want to talk to you. When you stop watering these dead plants, you'll realize that they're dead. But you have to put forth that motion. That's why I said the answer to just about everything in these days is loneliness, being alone. But you don't have to feel lonely while you're alone. You're always with yourself, never by yourself. Y'all know I preach that from the beginning of time to the end. I always will. But it's just something that's been sticking with me, and I've been seeing it a lot in my own surroundings. And I'm very careful about the people I surround myself with. And I like to take care of people as much as I can. If I have it to give, it's yours. What's mine is yours. If I don't have it to give, then I don't have it to give. But I've literally taken weeks away from people. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to reach out, have a little conversation, da-da-da-da. Next message, hey, can I borrow some money?
Yeah, that's when you need new friends. Like with mine, I can pick up at a drop of a hat. It could be months. It could be half a year. We're busy. Life's happening, living across the ocean. Time moves on, life moves on. But the moment we pick up that phone, it's like no time has passed between us and I'm catching up with somebody about what happened yesterday. The last time I talked to them. No ulterior motives, no trying to get something out of you. Genuine happiness about how life is going. Are you healthy? Are you doing good? You're earning great money? That's amazing. Are you going forward in life? Are your dreams coming true? Are you working towards them? Amazing, brother. And there's nothing but love there. That's the kind of friend group you want to have. And for the boys that I left in Arizona, miss them dearly. Again, a friend group that you can never replicate. Type A, 1% human beings that do their absolute best in anything they venture into life and become the top 1%ers in said pursuit. It's incredible to be around those kind of genuine human beings, that also elevate you. So you see your friend group that are constantly pursuing things, reaching their goals, getting on another level in life, which in then turn trickles down from them to you. And it's this energy exchange because there's certain aspects of their lives that they're improving on that you want to replicate. And there's certain aspects of your life that you're improving on that they want to replicate, right? It's an even exchange of everybody motivating each other through their pursuits because we all have abilities. We're all really good at certain things. Life has pushed us into certain paths that we're mastering. And when you're around a group of 5, 6, 7 dudes that are all mastering their pursuits and you derive, and they're top 1%ers of whatever they're doing, and you pull just a little bit of energy from that, and they pull a little bit of energy from you, you're already operating at a high level no matter what you do and anything you're pursuing. It's great to be around people like that. That's what you should strive for, that you call your brothers, your friends, real friends, not these leeches, these crabs in a bucket, these kinds of people that hold you down and hold you stuck into one place out of their own insecurities. Unfortunately, man, most people have leeches for friends. It is what it is. It's hard to find real brothers, people that you would take a bullet for, that would take a bullet for you, that you could pick up the phone call and say, I got a problem, and they don't question you. How can we solve it? How can I help? That's real friendship.
Hey, can I get this? Hey, can I get that? Like I said, it's cool, right? If I don't have it, I'm not giving it. If I don't have that extra energy to give, I'm not giving it. I've had people that I've spent time around and done many things for, took care of them. And then the moment that energy shifts and I notice that this has become a transactional relationship, and when I don't give a certain amount, when I see the energy shift, my energy starts to shift. Then they start to get worried. Oh, are you okay? Now you want to check on me. You seen my scars. You seen all the things that are going on. I'm vulnerable with people that I'm close to. But now when you see that you're compensation is about to run out or maybe run thin. Now you're concerned. You're concerned
Mhm.
about me for your own sake. Strange, right? But those are the people that we surround ourselves with by choice. They're not forcing their ways into our life. We let them. That's why you have to take responsibility. That's why I said being lonely might be the answer. Solitude might be the answer for a lot of us to uncover a lot of truths. And I'm not telling you to diss your friends, but maybe go into a little period of solitude, some solitary confinement. Just go away from people. Stop talking to people. Stop reaching out to people and see who's actually there for you. See
Mhm.
which of those flowers are already dead. Stop watering dead plants. You really need to take time and analyze the people that you're around. Analyze the people that you continue to hang around and want to continue to be around because they will make up your future in some.
Yep, you're the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. Or the other saying, birds of a feather flock together. If you hang around 5 bums, you're the 6th bum. If you hang around 5 people that are bullshitting their way through life, complaining, not doing anything, not taking control of their futures, always external blaming for whatever's going on, it's never their fault. If that's your 5 friends, bro, you're one of them as well. You can't say you're different. I'm built different. I'm a little different than everybody else. You hang around bums. If you hang around bums, you're a bum. If your entire social circle are losers, you're a loser, bro. It is what it is. Just accept the fact that you're chilling with people on a lower level than you wish to be. But it's so comfortable because it's more comfortable than to be alone, right? So you rather hang out with these bums than to ascend to that next level, which will be a painful period of growth because you're going to have to leave the people that you're depending on for that little bit of comfort behind. That's the part that hurts. Dude, the road to success is a long journey and a lonely one. You're going to leave a lot of people behind. You'll meet some great people too. You'll make great friendships, people that are on your level or beyond that you want to replicate. But on the journey towards self-improvement, enlightenment in some way, spiritually, physically, mentally, you're going to see that outgrowing people is a normal part of the process. Don't feel bad. I don't have a single friend from childhood that I still keep in touch with. Not one. Not one school kid. Nobody from middle school, high school. Why would I? A lot of them are stuck, still bullshitting, still blaming how they ended up where they did, their lives on their jobs, their friends, family, bad decisions, all this stuff, but never looking internally and saying, well, why did I make those decisions? Why did I hang out with those people? Why did I accept that bullshit from work? Not once do people look internally because it's too painful to face the truth. You are accountable for everything in your life.
Way, shape, or form. Some way. Somebody's always going to be there to use you. Somebody's always going to be there to drag you down. Someone's always going to be there to discourage you or make you feel less than because they don't feel enough about themselves. And you don't deserve that. But the bad thing is a lot of people aren't aware of those things and they're not willing to go through those tests and actually see. A lot of people actually know what's going on. But like I said, they're way too comfortable. They don't want to move past that because they don't want to be lonely. It's scary to be lonely in this world. But what's worse? You being lonely in this world or you being surrounded by a bunch of people who don't care about you, don't have your best interest in mind. I'd rather be alone at that point. At least I know I got me. And everybody around me has me, even if it's just me. The team is 100% solid. And if the ship sinks, I go down with it because I am the ship. At least I don't have people inside of my ship poking holes on the inside so water gets in the inside and then sink my ship. That I'll go down with it, and that everybody who poked the holes in the ship, they're going to jump off and swim to safety. And then I'm there to sink in my ship. That's the way life is. That's the way relationships work. That's the way friendships are. That's why it's important for you to have quality people and energy around you. If you feel like your life is in a perpetual dump and things are just going on and on and on, and there's much more bad in your life than good, start to analyze the things around you, including you. You can be a nuisance to your own life. If you didn't realize, the whole point of this video is for you to realize, for you to be aware, for you to take action. Because if you know all these things and you continue to go down these same cycles, it's nobody's fault but yours. It's not a good thing that people are doing things to you. And it's also not a good thing that you allow people to do things to you, that you allow yourself to be in a space for people to do these things to you. So even when I'm wrong, of course it upsets me. But I go right back to self-analysis, self-accountability. What could Shimon have done, right? If I'm doing something and there's transactional relationships that I notice, and every time somebody reaches out to me, it's about them asking for something, and I continue to give them what they want, I'm enabling them. And I understand that. Some people I let it slide for, some people I don't. Same thing with this YouTube thing. I can post 1,001 videos and I have all the fans in the world. Oh, Shimon, we support you. Thank you for the videos. You're changing my life. And then I stop posting for 2 days. Yo, Shimon, where did you go? I'm going through problems, man, and I need your videos. And then I make a post. Yeah, my mental health is not the best. And they're like, oh, man, I know, but I just need your videos. I. It's all about I. That's what it's all about. I. Everybody's looking out for I. That's why you have to look out for you. If I try to suffice everybody and satisfy everybody and fix everybody's problems and never tend to myself, what am I? Broken.
Empty shell. I think in the world that we're living in today, it's more important than ever to protect your energy, protect your space, because that's your sanity going out the window if you don't. Unfortunately, people have access to you in ways that, we could never fathom just 50 years ago with the advent of this thing right here. You're never actually alone with yourself and your thoughts because of this thing. That's the issue. We're voluntarily allowing the world to have access to our safe space, most inner thoughts, or the quiet time that we need, or points of reflection during the day, all have been hijacked by this thing. That's the problem. That's why I say, guys, go on walks, take a hike, go somewhere remote where there's no internet connection, nobody can reach you. Go out, breathe some air, touch some grass, feel the sunshine on your skin. You have to detach from the world in order to stay sane, because the more plugged in you are to that thing and the internet in general and just the modernity today, the more plugged in you are to it, it seems like the more it sucks from you, the more it takes from your soul. If we're a battery and our souls show the level of how filled we are, like that little symbol at the top of your screen, we're on empty, dude. Everybody's on red. Our souls, our energy is on red because we're so plugged into the world. We're being drained at light speed and nobody knows what to do. And the only time you get to recharge a bit is when you step away from it all, but it's designed in a way that won't let you step away. It makes you feel like stepping away, you miss out on something. The fear of missing out, everyone's getting ahead, or they're going to go to a party, or they're doing this cool thing without me, or, whatever that you feel that you're missing out on in your life. That's not true. You're not missing out on anything. Nothing important is truly happening. That party doesn't matter over the weekend. Going out with the boys, doing whatever it is, drinking and watching the games, you're not missing out shit. Whatever it is that you think you're missing out on, trust me, you're not. Go out in the woods, man. Go hiking, go camping. Hell, go for a little walk on a trail somewhere. Some nice greenery. Put the phone on silent completely, or just turn it off, completely off. So even when you do that, like reflexive flipping the screen up just to see if there's a message, because that's how addicted some people are. They're just like, it's automatic that they'll check for the notifications. The sound doesn't even have to be made. They'll just check. Turn the phone off completely to avoid that, and be alone with your own thoughts in your own head. And this is where you get to recharge your spirit so that you could be somewhat ready for the next day. Start taking more of these recharging moments throughout the week in your life, whether it's taking 10 minutes of silence in a room somewhere, or going for a 15-30 minute walk at the park nearby where you could just hear the birds chirping, the wind rustling through the leaves, and you get a moment to yourself, right? We need these points of recharge throughout the week in order to survive the drain that modernity causes us. That's like the best way I could put it in a metaphor for people, that your soul is a battery and society is designed to drain it. Take care of yourselves, guys. Seriously, mental health is a huge crisis in the world today. Most people aren't taking care of themselves. That's why you see people willing to put up with this negativity, like being around weak people that hold them down, having fake friends, subjecting themselves to this kind of torture, ridicule, being made fun of, hanging around people that don't really care about you, that are leeching off the little soul energy that you have, right? Your battery's already drained. Theirs is already drained too, but they're looking to suck the little bit that you have left to take for themselves, right? Hang around people that know how to recharge their batteries in this modern world. It's refreshing to be around those people. Those are the grounded ones. Those are the ones that know what really matters. People, experiences, friends, family, not material possessions, not things, not money. All the stuff that we're all chasing today is draining us of our energy. Some of the comments say, being alone opens your eyes to what you truly lack within yourself. You realize your mistakes and you start seeing how you're making yourself lack. Being alone made me realize I was just pleasing everyone. The most painful thing I learned recently is that I don't and have never had a positive, supportive relationship my entire life. And this one's interesting. My friend recently told me he wanted a break, but not just from me, but the whole group. Sometimes my ego took over. I brought him down unknowingly and was arrogant, but I was also greedy. Take. I came from a not so supportive household. I don't come by things as easily as my friends do with their parents, even just basic needs. As I watch this video, I realize what I've done. I feel gross and disgusted because I never really wanted to be like that. But I'm grateful for him and I hope he grows just as much as I will try and continue to grow as well. That's what I'm telling you guys. Most people don't know that they're doing this because they're so drained, spiritually speaking. Right? That battery is beyond dead, that they are now on like some form of autopilot, like NPC, brain dead zombie. The phone tells them what to think, how to act, what to do. They no longer think for themselves. They don't have the energy to even think for themselves, to critically think, to question why this information they came across it came to them. Is it true? Should I believe in this? Should I follow this information, this guidance, whatever? Nope. It's all about what feels good now. How do I feel good now? How do I feel good for the least amount of effort now? What can I take from my friends now? How can I get something from someone next to me now? It's a sad way to live, dude. And a lot of them probably don't even know that they're doing it. At least it'd be nice to think that way, because the alternative is they're using you on purpose, and that's evil. But hope you guys enjoy this one. Channel name is Shimon Davis. Go give him a sub, like his video. He's got another, 6 minutes of video here. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care, everybody.